Something important about yesterday that I completely forgot due to it being Phantom Fridays, and that confused me. Yeah, seems like we forgot what yesterday was. Something important. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. What was it again? Hi, I'm Checker Monarch. Oh my sweet baby Celestia. Eep! Yesterday was my anniversary! How could I forget that? Oh my god, I am like a bad husband, aren't I? Okay, I can do this. I can handle this. Oh, I think I might know something special to celebrate. After all, it technically was the first one I ever did as a test. Join us, what you from the Gay Becca Your Host universe. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy. Howdy, Mom. Been a good year, all things considered. Ah, I helped my friends see the world. Twice. Three times if you count the win, but I messed up there, but not trusted twice. Sorry about that. I still don't have my cutie mark, but I done pretty well in school, and I held the Applejack and her friends stop a nasty mayor named Checker from hurting her friend Trixie. Sorry about that, mostly Gavin goes in the Hub Pleasant thing. We're working real hard to keep the farm going, right, Big Mike?
Yep, farm's still running. Had a close call with those two brothers. Everything else is going fine.
Happy, happy, happy Mother's Day. No, we, we miss you. Applejack finished. A brother hugged her as she started crying. Took all of his resolve not to join her. Applebloom hugged her sister. The little filly wished she was crying along with her, but she had Mother known too well. Enough for this to hurt, but not enough for her to cry. She looked at the two gray stones in the ground. Parents she barely knew, barely remembered, but still loved. Winona cuddled close to the siblings, just as she had done when this pain first hit her master the year the collie joined the family. Thanks, Applejack said, smiling to her siblings in loyal pet. Ah, okay, it just never gets easier for me. Big Magatows patted her on back slightly.
I know. It don't work for Billy either.
Applejack clicked back to the headstone and put a bright red apple at the base. Last year's having long since rotted away. I'll need to do something before I can come home. Can you two handle things till I get back?
Yep.
The eldest apple sibling said simply, leading the youngest away. Applejack sighed, looking down to Winona, who nuzzled her owner with a worried whimper. The orange mare gave a smile as he stroked the little dog's head. Thanks, Winona. You've always been there when I needed you, she told the collie, remembering how Winona always seemed to try and comfort her when the loss she had suffered tried to crush her from the very first news came. She didn't need to be Fluttershy to know the dog understood and wanted to comfort her. Come on, girl. I've got some friends to see. Just because I'm not enjoying the holiday doesn't mean I can't make sure they are. Applejack knocked on Twilight's door lightly. To her surprise, the unicorn herself opened the door instead of her number one assistant. Oh, hey, Applejack, the rare replied, a welcoming smile on her face. Howdy, Twilight, the Deer Pony replied, returning the smile. Just looking in to see how the holiday was going for you. Twilight, who's there? Asked a voice from within. It's Applejack, called Twilight back in, turning to her friend. Pretty good. My mom's here, and we're reorganizing the fiction section of the library together. Isn't that great? The lavender unicorn asked, smiling wildly and sounding elated at the idea. Applejack watched an older mare walk up next to Twilight. They looked a lot alike, having the same basic body shape and mane and tail style. But the older unicorn had a curl in her mane and was a gray color with a lighter purple mane containing a white stripe. Her cutie mark was 3 purple stars. The older mare smiled. Why, hello, Applejack. It's been a good long time. Applejack tipped her hat. Just since the wedding. Good to see you again, Mrs. Velvet. Twilight Velvet gave a chuckle. Yes, and since then my daughter and you have managed to see the world again. I swear, compared to the trouble you six get into, my novels are positively dull, she said, a good-natured smile on her face. I wouldn't say that, Mom, Twilight told her parent, giving a grin. Your last one was interesting. I especially loved how much attention to detail he went into with the stars and planets when describing where the alien came from. Velvet gave a blush. Thanks, sweetie. Well, I'll best let you get back to rearranging those books, Applejack interjected. I've got my rounds to make anyway. Yeah, rearranging books. I almost forgotten. While Twilight didn't seem to notice, Applejack thought Velvet was looking a little less thrilled. Alright, it was good seeing you, Applejack, the Purple Mare returned before trying on. Mrs. Velvet? Asked Applejack, getting to the older man to look back at her. Are y'all really enjoying this? Velvet sighed, looking back to Twilight and to Applejack. Not entirely. Organization is something Twilight enjoys. To me, it's boring. I just don't have the heart to tell her because she's always so happy to be doing it, and that makes me happy. Applejack looked sympathetic. I can understand that, Liz, but if only she is having fun all day, then it ain't Mother's Day now, is it? Mother's Day is about celebrating the bond between a mother and a young'un. It's nice to see you let her have her fun, but you should at least let her try to have something when you both act. I'm sure Twilight wants you to enjoy yourself as much as you want her to. Velvet thought for a moment. Well, I like stargazing. It's honestly my biggest inspiration. Twilight loves stargazing. Why don't you ask her to do that later? Velvet gave it some thought. That's a good idea. Thank you, Applejack. Applejack smiled. You're welcome, Mrs. Velvet. Hope you have a great Mother's Day. Oh, and one more thing. Do you know if Trixie's here? No. I think Twilight said she'd be at the park most of the day. Alright, like a cat. Applejack watched a few more moments as Velvet turned into helping her daughter reorganize these books. Even if she didn't enjoy herself, Velvet did seem to enjoy watching Twilight's glee and helping her, and she delighted when Velvet brought up stargazing. Mom, do you enjoy racing? Not really, AJ, but you do, and that's what's important. What do you have to do? Well, I like to do road tricks. Can you teach me? Applejack gave a smile, a sad smile, and walked on. Applejack walked up to the Carousel Boutique. She braced herself at the door and opened it slowly, prepared to resort to her main accent if Verity's mother need be. She peeked in and saw Sweetie Belle drawing on something on a large sheet of paper with crayons, and decided not to disturb her, and just continued looking once she saw the filly was drawing. Mother, I must insist that I be the one to cook for you. It is Mother Days, after all. Ah, shucks, Verity, it's no problem. I like to cook. It's a hobby, really, said Amira's voice, using what Applejack recognized as a new jockey accent. I know, Mother, but I just want to cook for you today. Applejack followed the voices into the kitchen. Her white unicorn friend was presently trying to keep the older pink unicorn mare, a purple mane, far away from the cooking area as physically possible. That's awfully sweet of you, Rarity, but it is Mother's Day, and Mother just wants to cook, the purple mare replied. Applejack blinked, this being her first encounter with what she assumed was Rarity's mother. Her brain was presently trying not to shut down, attempting to make sense of that fact. Oh, excuse me? The two went over to Applejack. Oh, hello, Applejack, said Rarity. Mother, this is my friend Applejack. Applejack, this is my mother. Nice to meet you, the elder mare, taking Applejack's hoof and shaking it. So you're Rarity. Rarity's told me and her father all about you and her friends. Applejack had to increase the strength of her hoof shake, surprised at the mare's own. Where's the boat, you Miss Bale? Come here, parrot, said Rarity's mother. Then she smiled at Winona. What a cute little dog. What's your name? How'd you get there? She asked, letting the collie stiff her hoof before petting her. Winona, sleigh was a gift from my parents, said Applejack. trying not to let sorrow worm her way into its voice. Really? That's sweet, said Pearl. I remember when Rarity got her cat. Did she ever tell you about that? Sora, I don't know the story, said Applejack, giving Rarity a smile that seemed to give the mare some comfort. I thought it was real sweet of her. Oh, it was. I'm so proud of her, the pink unicorn said, getting a genuine smile from her daughter. Now you two talk while I cook. No ifs, ands, or buts. Applejack watched Rarity's horror as her mother finally got to the kitchen. I'll take it you enjoy your mother's company, she answered to her friend. It's not that. I'm proud of Mother. She's a self-made man who worked hard to get where she is. It's just that, Rarity whispered back, slowly moving their conversations to the hall. Not to say I don't love her or father. I do, with all my heart. I just... Have as much in common with her as a polecat does with a blue jolly? Rarity sighed. Is it not plausible? Well, kinda. Bear generosity's expression drew to one of regret. I really do want her to enjoy Mother's Day, Applejack. I know this might come as a shock, but I was the one who invited her here. Well, like 2 months of a shock. Words were not required for Rarity's response. Only a specific time to look. Alright, it is kind of a shock. Sure, continue. It wasn't until after I invited her that I realized I had no idea what to actually do. I really do want her to enjoy herself. But how can we enjoy it if she knows nothing about what I like, and I cannot stand most of what she does? I'll admit, that might be a bit of a problem. No, I ain't sure it ain't as bad as it looks, Applejack replied. I ain't allowed to say how bad it looks, she mentally added. Randy brightened up a little at her encouragement. Yes, she did bring me into this world, so we ought to have something in common. Let's see, what Mother can I do together? Cook? No, not unless we want a repeat of the Baked Bards episode. I'll say it, I was sour about that. She can't be that bad, can't she? Nora served pointing eyes, trying not to cringe at the memory of her own stubbornness, seduced exhausted, poisoning half of Ponyville. She better learn to cook from her, and Mother is pleased with the results. Applejack had flashbacks to Sleepbell trying to make her new big sister breakfast the morning of the sisterhood social. Winona's whimper showed that she remembered it too. But we'll take it. Try to think of something else, Sugar Cube. Alright. Just making a test not like mine. Applejack tried to think of it to counter her argument, but even by her standards, Pearl's close clothing was gaudy. Still, something seemed promising about the idea. She just couldn't think of what. Spa? No, she insists on going to that hockey salon that could never get my name right. I'm positive to the theater. She likes soap operas. Something about what's popular? No, she'll just talk about what happened on last week's episode of New Jockey Shore. White Unicorn said, her tone becoming more desperate with each attempt. Maybe, no, perhaps we could, no. Oh, who am I kidding? She finally exclaimed. I have nothing in common with the man who busted me into this world. How am I supposed to give her a good Mother's Day? This is the worst possible thing! She exclaimed, actually sounding as sane as she did her signature overdramatic feint. But instead of onto the couch, she found herself in her mother's hooves. Mother? Pearl picked Rarity up and hugged her. Dear, sweetie, it's all right. Rarity took a moment to register what was happening, before returning her mother's hug. Mother, I'm sorry. I just want to make you happy. Pearl gave a smile. I knew, but to be honest, I just want to spend more time with my girls. I might not get theater or fashion or anything, and that don't mean I can't get a kick out of it. Rarity smiled. Thank you, Mother. I'm sorry if I offended you at all. It's no problem. I felt the same way about your grandmother. Kids and adults like different things. That's how the world works. I admit my case a little outdated, but that's what I like. If you think my fashion sense is bad, you should have seen how it was when I was a teenager. I swear, everybody's made look like they were struck by lightning. Rarity looked sadly horrified. The horror! I know. I don't know what we were thinking. A few seconds later, both stared and laughed over it. A grin formed on Applejack's face, and an idea in her head. Pearl, you know your daughter's one of the best fashion designers in Equestria. Heck, she managed to make something that I liked once, and I stopped being stubborn. And I want to know fancy if it bit me on the nose. I think it makes something that both of you can like the looks of. Pearl gave a moment of thought. You know, that ain't a bad idea. I didn't mean to get a new dress anyway. I agree if Verity's up to it. Alzette gave Verity a chowsy look. Why is, unless Verity doesn't think she can make all styles new again. Verity gave a confident look, brimming with pride. Ha! I made a hot out of 3 pieces of hay and a drinking straw that still looks fabulous. Of course I can make old new again. Pearl patted her daughter on the back. That's right, girl. You really made a hat out of 3 pieces of hay and a drinking straw? Yes, the fate of Equestria literally hangs on the balance. Mother and daughter smiled at one another and gave a laugh. Sissy, no, that wasn't a hyperbole. Equestria's fate was literally hanging in the balance. Love to hear that story while you make my dress. Allow me time to tell it. The two shared another hug and smile. Mom! Called a small voice as Sweet Belle ran from another room. McQueen! She screamed, holding up a large crayon drawing of the 3 in a heart, this time formed of random gems. This time she made sure only to waste gems Rarity couldn't use. Oh, sweet, that's beautiful, said Pearl, hugging the little filly. Rarity joined in quickly. Alzette gave a smile. Well, I got places to play. Enjoy yourself now. Huh? Asked Applejack, noticing the door to Sugar Cube Corner was locked up tight. Well, that's all. What's links? She asked, looking at a note hanging on the door. Sugar Cube Corner is closed today on celebration of Mother's Day. We are visiting family out of town. Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Cake, Mr. Cake, Pinkie Pie, the twins. P.S. Might as well read this with Pinkie, that's all he seems appropriate. Sorry, I couldn't be there for your thing in the last sorry, Applejack. It wouldn't be Mother's Day if I didn't give my mom and Mrs. Cake a big pie. See you later, Pinkie Pie. Applejack blinked idly at the specific message addressed to her, but smiled sadly. Hope you have a good day with your mom, Pinkie. Guys, I've been doing this for 3 years now. I can't tell you how weird it is to do Applejack imitating Pinkie Pie. Rainbow! Called Applejack, looking at the cyan Pegasus's cloud home. Sometimes he wondered how Rainbow Dad's been able to get a big fancy house. So he had to ask her about that someday. She heard a little propeller whirring, and she looked at the sea tank come down with his crazy little flying machine. Hey, Tank, where's Rainbow at? Tank turned and showed a net strapped to his shell. Let's see here. Dear every pony, I'm visiting Mama Cloudsdale. Happy Mother's Day. Your always awesome friend, Rainbow Dash. Applejack gave another sad smile. Well, I hope she's having a blast. Thanks, Tank, she said, moving towards his head slightly. Winona and Tank seemed to talk a little bit. Or at least Applejack hoped they were. Hope you're having fun, Rainbow, she said in a bittersweet tone. Applejack walked up to Fluttershy's cottage, giving a poignant smile at the sight that awaited her. Goldenrod attacks all kinds of animals, said an older Earth pony. It terribly looked like an older Fluttershy, with only 5 posies as her cutie mark, a green bow to tease her tail. They helped the Pegasus plant several goldenrod flowers in the animal garden around her house. You can also make a tea out of parts of them, if you want to. Fluttershy smiled as some of her butterflies and bees came over to the flowers and approved. Oh, they look so happy. Thank you so much for helping me. I mean, it's Mother's Day and well... Oh, it's no problem, dear, her mother said, giving her a nuzzle. I love gardening as much as you love taking care of your animal friends. She continued, giving Fluttershy a timid but affectionate smile that the Pegasus soon matched. Applejack slowly approached. Haley! Eep! Applejack blinked as the 2 startled yellow streaks hid among the plants, surrounding them with a cry of surprise. Oh, sorry, don't mind to scare you. Fluttershy poked her head out of the tree she lived in. Oh no, it's quite all right, she said, giving a smile to her friend. Mother, this is my Applejack, my friend. Posy timidly emerged from the grass he had been hiding in as Fluttershy fluttered down. Oh, hello, I'm Posy. The older mare introduced in a timid but kind-hearted tone. Applejack gave a reassuring smile. Glad to finally meet you, Mrs. Pelsley, she said, giving an amused look of how similar the two were to each other. Fluttershy told us about you. Pelsley gave him a big, restful smile. Um, thanks. It's nice to finally meet one of her friends. Applejack chuckled a little. Well, I just wanted to see how every pony was enjoying the holiday. I'll let you get back to your family time. All right. I hope you have a good day yourself. If you want to. Fuzzy replied. What's scary is that this was made in 2013. This thing so totally got her mother's personality right. Applejack's smile slowly became a little forced. I'll try. Enjoy your gardening. Now, Applejack, it's important to plant the seed just right. Too deep and it can't grow up. Too shallow, the birds will eat it before it can sprout. Oh, play small. Applejack? Applejack blinked, turning on the bridge to Fluttershy's cottage to see the Pegasus fly over her. She tried to hide the tears clinging to her eyes. Huh? Oh, hey, Fluttershy. You should go spend some time with your ma. It's Mother's Day and all, and Fluttershy silently gave her friend a comforting hug. Applejack didn't need to be told why. She was the one who told the Pegasus the reason not too long ago. She just returned it. Kiss, Mama! Yelled Dinky as the little filly throwing a ball with a wide smile. I got it, Muffin! Yelled Derpy, the great Pegasus flying in to catch it, but fumbling it, until a purple magic aura covered it, and held the clumsy mare onto it. Thanks, Marker! Unicorn smiled warmly. Anytime, Mom. She replied as Derpy descended and hugged her daughters close. Applejack watched this display with sad-eyed smile as he walked through the park looking for her last friends he visited. Though, after all the help she had given him, Derpy Hooves was a friend as well. She knew that this was the one day a year that mare would never work on, no matter what. Okay, now throw the rope around the apple and pull just like this. Oops! Mama, you're stealing Tommy. It's not an apple. No, it's not. There's your hat back, honey. Her smile as she continued walking. Winona's whimper earned the faithful dog a pound in the head. I know, Winona. But I just gotta make sure they're all enjoying the time when they got with their moms, she said, unable to keep a small break out of her voice. Hey, Dorksley, I gotta... She had no idea what the poor mare's mother's was, but one thing was clear. Her father and sister made her life a nightmare. She remembered Chicker Monarch with a shudder. She wouldn't wish what became of that mad mare on anyone. Not Discord, not Queen Chrysalis, not even King Sombra. It wasn't a lie to say that Trixie's life was 1,000 times better without her in her life. Applejack didn't know Trixie's father, but she heard enough to know Trixie wasn't on good terms with him at all. That left Trixie's mother, who Applejack's knowledge Trixie had never even mentioned. But given the rest of her family, Applejack wasn't getting her hopes of finding a soulmate or having a good Mother's Day. Not at all. I hope Trixie is... Oh, hi? Said Element of Honesty, as he came over a hill and saw Trixie and an older, dark blue unicorn with a long mane and whitened tail. A set of theater masks for a cutie mark, tragedy being overlaid by comedy. However, what surprised her is the fact that it appeared that the two of them were standing in front of what looked like a small portal to a picturesque storybook-style landscape, with flowers, trees, and a river. The fact was, Trixie was smiling. Not a mad smile. A genuine, honest smile. The elder unicorn's magic faded, the image closing. Okay, Trixie. Now you give it a try, the Ace Bear said. Trixie's ready, grandmother, Trixie announced, with her normal amount of the over-the-top theatrics. Her horn glowed its normal pink, and she concentrated, managing to cause a picture of the landscape created by her grandmother to briefly flicker into being before it gave out. Trixie's face veiled. Good job, Trixie. Not bad for your first try, the mayor said, putting a hump on her granddaughter's back with an encouraging smile. I know you'll get it. It's just a couple steps up from the spells you already know. Trixie smiled back to her grandmother. Trixie won't let you down, grandmother. Yes, your man received a hug in return. You never have, Trixie. Applejack watched the exchange with a bit of confusion. Trixie seemed so happy. This wasn't what she expected. She probably broke out of her stupor once the hug was broken. Excuse me? Trixie? Helena? The two blue unicorns looked at the earth pony with a smile. Hello, Applejack. It's good to see you. Helena, the older mariner grandmother approaching her friend. Trixie blinked, looking at the earth pony's expression and cocking her head. Applejack, like you seen the ghost? Applejack blinked. Well, you see, I just got spooked by the magic you were doing. Applejack, a Timberwolf's breath seems linked in your ability to lie. Trixie said in a somewhat dead tone. Trixie's your friend. Tell her the truth. Applejack sighed loudly, looking down at her host. I didn't expect to see you so happy today. Trixie frowned, knowing the pain in the artist's body image. It was a deep pain. Because of what day it is, correct? Applejack nodded solemnly. Just with what your life's been like. I just thought you could use someone who understood. Understood what it was. What it was? Applejack couldn't help it. Tears starting into her eyes. What it was like to know. Trixie sussed the earth pony slightly. No need to say it. She gave a sympathetic look. You're part right, Applejack. Trixie doesn't have a mother to celebrate the day with. Trixie hugged Applejack, in a flash of blue teleportation light to be exact. But I believe you're wrong about who needs someone to understand them. Applejack took a moment to register what just happened, before she returned the hug and let herself cry. Winona, loyal dog as she was, nuzzled closely to her master. I'm your friend, Applejack. There was an accident. She and Pa, they never came home. Tears streamed down the orange mare's face. And I fire. Sounds rained except for a few sobs. My mother died giving birth to me, Applejack. Trixie explained slowly, a hint of sorrow in her tone. I never met her, but I'd be lying to say that I don't wish I had, even if I can't know what she was like. It did hurt watching every other foal in the neighborhood play with her mothers, to see them get a kiss when they fell down and skinned their knee, or gave their mothers a present day. It did hurt. It still does. You're right. It's not fair. I can't say I completely understand. I never really knew her to know how it feels to lose her. But I understand why today it hurts you so much. Because for the longest time, it hurt me the same way. Applejack took a few minutes to stop crying and compose herself. Thanks. I'll lay at that. Trixie pulled back and smiled. Turks knows, and you're welcome, she said, letting the seriousness of the moment fade. Her natural heavy personality returned a bit. Do you know why Trixie's still happy today, Applejack? She actually has you and her friends to thank for it. Trixie turned and teleported to Helena's side, smiling up to her grandmother. Because you're helping remember who she really is. Trixie realized a mother is more than the one who birthed you. A mother is the one who raises you, who loves you, who comforts you. Helena may be my grandmother, but she's the closest thing I've ever had to a mother. So today, I celebrate her as the one who picked up where my mother left off. Applejack gave a gasp. You have someone like that, don't you, Applejack? Asked Helena with a knowing smile. A much younger Applejack whimpered, stiffly as she stood in front of her parents' grave, not caring about the rain pouring down around her. She hardly felt it anyway. She just felt numb. Paul, I'll miss you. As she cried, old strong arms wrapped around her, pulling her into a hug. I miss him too, Applejack. I miss him too. I know if your pa were here, he'd want you to keep calm. Applejack felt a few tears fall on her head. As he looked up, Yate's face looking back was caring and strong. Had it been the rain? Yep, you think so? Grace nodded. I know so. Just like my pa wanted me to. I, I don't know if I can. I ain't strong like Big Mac, or either of them. Or you, Grace Smith. Never said you had to do it yourself, the elderly mare told her, giving her granddaughter a nuzzle. We're a family. If one of us ain't strong enough, the rest will come to help 'em. Applejack sniffled. Well, will you help me, Grace Smith? The older mare tenderly wiped the tears from the orange pony's eyes. I family, ain't I? Now come on inside. You'll get pneumonia standing out here in the rain. Okay, thanks, Grace Smith. Grace Smith gave a warm smile. You're welcome. Applejack teared up again, but this time smiled. Yeah, I do. Like you both. I'll leave that. I really did. Tracy smiled. Trixie, please, he's been told time and time again, Applejack. It's what friends are for. And us too, Helena said with an ace smile. One last hug. Applejack traveled off towards home. Applejack opened the door to her home slowly, peeking in. Right, Smith? Older Mare smiled, looking for the names he was doing. Hello, Applejack. What is it you need? I just wanted to say, Happy Mother's Day. Checker Monarch, or simply Checker to her friends, smiled at the reflection in her mirror. You look beautiful again today, dear. You're beautiful every day, said the older mare behind her. Thank you, Mother, Checker replied, turning around and nuzzling her. Will Trixie be joining us today? Her mother slowly shook her head. I'm sorry, she won't be visiting. Oh, well, Checker said in a dignified tone, striking a ladylike pose. I suppose it's for the better. She's never been one for company. She's always been such a lonely little thing. If you really reach out to her more, Checker, you could really show her how to be a successful mare. Why bother? She loves being all by herself. It always has to be about Trixie. Trixie. No room for any pony else. That doesn't mean you should stop trying, her mother said. She has to be willing to try to, Mother. Checking the mirror one more time, her servants entered the bedroom door. They seemed to insist on her waiting for them to open it, for some good reason. Good morning, Miss Monarch. Good morning. Who are these two again? She was helping Hoof was here. Where was he again? She couldn't believe he was shirking his responsibilities. He was going to have a long talk when she found out where he had snuck off to. She didn't enjoy having to share the breakfast hall with so many ponies. But business was business. Having as many connections as possible was vital for any business mare, and one particular, as one as big as herself. She doubted most ponies appreciated the stress a mare such as her was constantly under, not just running a large and diverse business, but also maintaining control from those always seeking to drag you down and carve you up among themselves the second you showed weakness. But there was always one strength Checker had. It was her calm mind, letting her see how every detail connected to each other. Her determination to make sure she never became food for corporate sharks. Speaking of food, her breakfast was passable, but simply not up to her normal standards. He made a mental note of needing to find a replacement chef. There was a strange taste to the food, too. She needed to complain about that as well. Mother ate and drank little. She had her own holdings to look after. Checker knew she'd never be as good as her mother, but she could be better than every pony else if she just applied herself. She really wished her father would pay a visit. They were all adults, and she couldn't expect him to drop by tra-la-la, but ignoring her mother like this was totally rude. She had to talk to him when she saw him next. Are you sure you're up for taking visitors today, Miss Monarch? The servant asked. Of course I am. I'm not some helpless filly, she said a little too forcefully, but calmed herself. Seriously, one incident and the hired help thought she wasn't up to the task of her daily routines. The hellish abomination had left Helping Hoof without a face, and white as a piece of paper. Perhaps a joke on how he hadn't realized his cutie mark until becoming the loyal servant Checker knew he was. While Checker herself spent the day and night. It was hard to tell how long it was, with the sun and moon having gone mad, likely the same as the princesses, going without automation, thinking only what others told her to think, feeling only what others told her to feel, doing what others told her to feel like some moon-sent robot. She recovered from that incident perfectly. She was the one in control of her life, not any pony else. The beast had shaking her confidence in herself to forge her own destiny like she always had, and always would. Oh, and Helping Hoof was Rhea's reign as well. Dear, don't you think you should tell someone about that sleepwalking? Mother asked, concern clear in her tone. Checker noticed she seemed to have a habit of waking up in odd places. Sometimes she'd come to awareness in the breakfast hall, or in her room, when she had sworn she had been in a business meeting. Now she couldn't tell the two apart, or miss the meaning. She never did. Maybe it is becoming annoying. Checker mingled after her breakfast as a socialite should. That is, after the servants helped clean her up. She never seemed to be able to get through a meal without making a mess of herself. It was humiliating. She listened to the ramblings of her fellow elite, her so-called equals. She had nothing but contempt for these ponies who were wealthy, but it was only as long as their families continued to breastfeed them. Moronic idiots like Prince Blueblood, who had no place among the real movers and shakers of Equestria. Checker checked herself. Calling him a prince would be an insult to actual princesses. That a self-absorbed foal of a stallion, never seeing that he was a pet of the princess, was forced to keep around for intrusive and arbitrary reasons. Most of these ponies wouldn't last a day without whatever pills they took to keep up the stress of the great game. She put her servants in their place when he suggested she do the same. Mother insisted on having a long talk with her afterwards, though. Who was she seeing again? How had it slipped her mind? Nothing ever slipped her mind. Maybe Mother was right, and she was working too hard. No, she could take it. One slip-up didn't change things. In the front room, a yellow Pegasus with a pink mane was waiting for her. Blast it! She was already here. Monarch made a point of always being there before her guests. Another slip-up. Blast it! Well, this mare would see that she was not to be trivialized. Photo Fizz's overnight sensation. Her name was Fluttershy. Special talent animal care. Had tail extensions. Was known for having all the willpower of a daisy, but supposedly hid a much more violent and unstable personality under disturbance, if the Grand Galloping Gala was to be believed. How this mare had ended up in a hospital, or outright arrested for the damage she had caused, was honestly and truly beyond Checker's comprehension. But it was the same old story, she supposed. The mad mares with enough popularity tried free while ponies overlooked their little flaws. Mykin, is that you? Greeting, Miss Fluttershy.
Hello, Miss Monarch. You're looking well.
Please, Fluttershy, call me Checker. If we were to work together, you need to know you can trust me.
Oh, alright. Alright, Checker. How long has it been since you last saw Trixie?
Checker resisted tilting her head. When was the last time she had seen Trixie? Where had it been again? Some rural town? She even been allowed Trixie to perform some little shows for her. It was the least a big sister could do. Poor Trixie. It had been publicity a few new strip mall, hadn't it? She really needed to visit the construction site soon to see how things were going. I've been perfectly fine. Thank you for asking.
You certainly, look better since I last saw you.
When was that? When were you at one of my public speeches?
You could say that.
Well, thank you. I've been trying to keep my health a priority. Her mother sat down next to her. Oh yes, Miss Shy, this is my mother. I hope you can appreciate how important our meeting is for her to be an observer.
What?
The mayor looked around like she was blind or something. Ugh.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't see her there. I apologize. I'm very sorry. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And a pleasure to meet you. Miss Fluttershy, you're a very beautiful young mare. Not as beautiful as my checker, but I doubt any pony is. Mother, please. Checker felt herself blessed at the praise. The room didn't even return Mother's compliment. The nerve of some celebrities! They become the newest fad and they think they're better than every pony else. How conceited!
So, Checker,
Fluttershy said,
I want you to know if there's any way I can help you. Please don't hesitate to ask.
That is very nice of you, Fluttershy. I expect such willingness from all those in my employ. Quite commendable. The Pegasus seemed absolutely shocked by that. Checker wondered why. She had some sort of reputation she didn't know about.
Thank you. You know, I have a cottage at the end of Ponyville. If you'd like to, visit, I'm sure I might be able to arrange something. Maybe might help you, relax a little.
How very kind of you. My mother has been insisting I go on a vacation, but I simply haven't had the time. Life waits for no mare, and stopping to smell the flowers only leaves you in last place.
Your mother would be invited to come along too, of course.
Mother spoke. Such a wonderful, polite mare. I'm sure it's a wonderful place. Isn't that right, Checker? Yes, Mother. I guess I'll have to take it under consideration. But no problems, Miss Fluttershy. I'm a very busy mare.
I understand. I just believe no pony's beyond helping.
How naive and random. How noble of you.
You really don't mind accepting help?
Checker blinked. An odd thing to ask. Of course not. That'd be childish. My sister has always been like that, but not me.
Oh, yes. But Trixie has actually gotten better about that.
Well, that is a pleasant surprise. About time she grew up.
Yes, that is good.
Sadly, that was when the servants told him our appointment time was up. Oh well, Checker was sure Fluttershy would prove to be of service. Good day, Miss Fluttershy.
I hope to see you again, Checker. Oh, and, Checker?
Yes, Miss Fluttershy.
Your eyes look really nice now. Last time I saw them, they weren't very well.
What an odd statement. What could have been wrong with her eyes? The day went on as normal. I had a few appointments with some other mares in my different offices, working with my personal trainer to stay in shape. My muscles seemed to have weakened somehow. Had I really neglected my exercise that badly? I just wish the lunchmen didn't keep making me sick. I swear I need to stop taking those. They do not make me feel better. I retired to my room, Mother joining me. Today was so tiring, so hard. I lay down on the bed, and Mother hugged me, slowly stroking my mane. It's okay, Checker. Mommy's here. You're the best. Nothing's wrong. Everything is okay. Just relax here with Mommy. Yes, Mama. I whispered to Mommy, feeling really tired. But first I draw a pretty picture for Mommy. I hope to see the pretty Pegasus lady again. She's nice. Maybe we could come by in the evening sometime. Evening was time to play after all. Mommy said so. Mommy's the best. Mommy loves Checker. Mommy loves her the best of all. How is he, Fluttershy?
Hard to say, Helena. She's nicer and responsive now, but she seems to be in her own world. It's hard to say if she's improved or gotten worse, or if she's even the same pony anymore.
Brav freaking vo!
Ah, one of the many possible fates for the Checker Monarch. Oh, that would be glorious if that were to happen. It's beautiful. As I always said, I love a mastermind villain, but I also love a good villainous mastermind who has a mental breakdown. Again, this always just makes me wonder, how would No Second Branches be affected by the Getting Back on Your Hose verse? Because Trixie's friends with Twilight. There would be no matter of distrust. Maybe Trixie would help Starlight start to learn. Or how would certain other episodes be affected by the Getting Back on Your Hose verse? I mean, season 4 being the perfect, awesome little piece of awesomeness that can never be affected and can do no wrong. That's like season 2. That one wouldn't be affected. Like at all. It's the other one I'm curious about. Because a part of me also wondered if you couldn't find a way to have Checker work with Starlight. Well, time for the review. I love it. Seeing Applejack's different reactions to the many different mothers, seeing their different personalities, seeing how everybody had a mother to relate to, or found a different way to relate them, speaks volumes. It really says that it doesn't matter sometimes if you can find something in common or if you can't. What's important is that you spend time with those you love. Blood also isn't a factor. As Trixie said, a true mother is the one who lifts you up. Kind of like my mom did. So all in all, a truly great story. And what a way to celebrate this year, huh? This channel, it's really grown. 3 years. We have been this channel has gone on for 3 years. Hundreds. It's getting close to where I think we've done almost 100 fics by now. If Fandom Fridays keeps adding on to that number. Several different chapters. Great stories. One of the exception of one. And a lot of fun. I'm going to be getting a job soon. And I just want to say, no. This channel wouldn't be affected. Because I'm going to make dang sure that this channel keeps going until at least 45 and my voice is shot. I'll find different ways to read and set it up. You might not always get it in the mornings. You might not always get a new chapter in the afternoons. But I will find ways to give you these type of stories that you guys are becoming fans of. Why? Because, well, this story has had... This whole entire channel got started because I saw stories like Getting Back on Your Hooves and Sweet Taste of Cake. Great stories out there that their life reads either never really finished or never had, and some of the people are too busy doing their own stories or doing audio plays. I mean, Lost Narrator is awesome. She's got her own stuff. These people don't have time to do the other awesome fics that are out there. Somebody out there needs to read these in order to give them the same chance. Because this fandom has created hundreds of awesome fics out there. And somebody out there needs to be the one to read them all. Might as well be me. This is why I'll always say, I'll see you next time, because it's true. So, here's to another year doing this crazy little channel. I'm happy to have you all here. Let's make it a good one.